Well, hello, everybody. My name is Marci Steiner, and I am Zooming in with you this evening, and I'm so grateful for this incredible technology. What an honor to explore this incredible business opportunity with you in the health and wellness space, which equates to the largest economic trend in world history. And we're going to hear about a company and a product line that is perfectly positioned to dominate in this category, a company that's really catching the attention of investors. And if it's an opportunity that resonates with you, there's a chance that we can lock arms and really capitalize on this together because we're up to something really big. So I want to start our conversation by going back to the beginning of history, the beginning of where this company started. John Quinones, a very famous reporter, did an ABC News primetime investigative report that just rocked the world. And I'm going to share it with you, just parts of it. But I want you to keep a couple things as you're watching this, a couple of things in mind. Number one, who needs to know about this information? And number two, if you were an investor, not that we're asking you to invest in this business, but if you were, is this the kind of company that you'd be interested in investing in? And then again, this is antiquated. This is just the beginning of our history. I'm going to bring you up to speed after and fill you in on what's happened. And we'll explore what we're looking for in terms of partners to expand our business with at this time. Here we go. Hopefully I'm going to share my screen with you. Boy. Okay, technology has not been my friend tonight. Here we go. Hopefully you can see this. It's less than 5 minutes.
Following is an ABC primetime investigative report that aired in 2005.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life.
It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment, a kind of guinea pig.
Okay.
I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver.
This is pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And his decades of experiments may have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around this small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body,
Leading to disease.
leading to disease and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm it.
Right now, all we know is that this preparation decreases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not in itself a disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes.
Have you discovered the fountain of youth?
I wouldn't put it that way, but we may have discovered something that will tell us a lot more about how we age, what happens biochemically, and maybe how we can slow it down.
Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. Taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old. But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Have we turned back the clock? Well, maybe not on the outside, but deep inside within my cells. Yes, indeed.
High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma. I've studied all of these: strokes, heart attacks,
Even mental disease.
yes,
Depression?
Alzheimer's disease, depression. But we do know that oxidative stress is part of those disease processes. I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it.
When that news report aired on primetime in 2005, many major medical universities.
Okay, so let's see here. So I don't know if you guys had ever heard of that term oxidative stress, if that was anywhere on your radar screen before, but I know that I had not, and I had been in the nutrition world. So I want to just start by making sure that we have the same definition of oxidative stress and understanding about what protandem does in the body. And then I want to bring you up to speed because, like I said, a lot has happened since this news clip aired. This was just the beginning. So thank you again for everyone who's joined us since we just started. Oxidative stress. Just take a deep breath in. It feels so good, but we just got it. We just got oxidative stress. It's damage to the cells of our body. It's normal cells that mutate, that change into abnormal cells, and it literally happens from breathing air. Like you cut an apple or an avocado or banana in half and you leave it out on the kitchen counter. You know what happens, how it turns all brown and gets yucky. The same thing is happening inside of us. And a lot of other things cause it, like chemicals added to our water to make it safe, and preservatives and fungicides and pesticides in our food, and this, holding the cell phone up to our head, all these electromagnetic frequencies that are bombarding us, that are changing our cells and damaging us and causing us to be on fire with free radicals. We have 300 septillion free radicals attacking us, attacking our cells, changing us every single day. And that damage, that oxidative stress damage, is at the core of a lot of malfunctions in the body, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. In fact, I can't tell you that our products cure or heal or treat or mitigate any condition, but if you're like me, when I saw that news clip, I started thinking, hey, I wonder if this could help this person or that person. I'm telling you right now, you can go and research a lot of different things. If you want to go to the National Institute of Health Library of Medicine, go to pubmed.gov, like PUB like public, MED like medical, .gov like government. And you can search in oxidative stress and anything. You're gonna find close to 232,000 studies, I looked today, on oxidative stress and lots of different things. So anyway, here's the thing. We have had a solution that we thought was really good, right? We have all this free radical damage that's causing challenges in the body. We're turning to antioxidants. That's what everyone's doing. They're eating their blueberries and goji berries and acai berries and camu berries. The challenge is that all of those antioxidants are direct antioxidants, like you're drinking smoothies and things like that, right? And that means one blueberry can neutralize a free radical, then it dies off. One and done. So how many blueberries would we have to eat? A lot, right? Too much. So what Dr. McCord did was really significant. He found a way to take these 5 plant ingredients and stick them in a specific recipe, like a ratio. And when he got to the exact right recipe, something happened in the body that had never happened before. And that's amazing. He found a way to activate this protein messenger that just lies dormant in our cells called NRF2. Now, notice I did not say supplement. I said activate. He found a way to activate the protein messenger. And when you activate this protein messenger, amazing things happen. You upregulate. It's like ringing the doorbell or flipping the switch. And when you flip that one switch, it upregulates hundreds and hundreds of survival genes. It downregulates fibrosis genes. It's like taking the dimmer switch and turning it down on inflammation. And the other amazing thing that happens when you activate NRF2 is that your own body's cells start to manufacture their own antioxidant enzymes. Your body starts to make antioxidants like catalase and SOD and glutathione. And your body gets put in a position where you can fight off those free radicals attacking you and trying to damage you, not at a 1-to-1 ratio like with a blueberry, but at a 1,000,000 to 1. Dr. McCord says up to 1,000,000 to 1 per second every second. Did you see in that news report with John Quinones how his oxidative stress came down 45% in 14 days? The very first independent human study that was done on Protandim puts us in a position as a company where we can make a legal claim that no one else in the world can make. Now, when you're in business and you can claim something that no one else can, that's kind of exciting, right? And this is it, that taking Protandim, NRF2 activator, reduces that oxidative stress, that damage to your cells, an average of 40% in 30 days. So based on what I'm telling you in terms of what oxidative stress is and what Protandim does in the body, who do you think could be in the market for a product like Protandim? When I first was asking myself this question 7.5 years ago, as I was exploring this business opportunity myself, at first I thought of like different niche markets. Like I was thinking of athletes, and then I was thinking of like the elderly. And then I realized like, well, it's every mammal breathing air. It's huge. It doesn't matter if you cut a Granny Smith or a Red Delicious or a Pink Lady or a Gala apple in half. You leave it on the counter, cut open, it's going to turn brown. Like we are oxidizing, we're breaking down, right? We're rusting from the inside. So it's huge. It's literally every mammal. All right, so I want to bring you up to speed. And I might have a little fun with you guys tonight. So you could be anywhere and you're here with me, and I'm so appreciative. So here's what happened. When the news clip aired, it was 2005. And at the end of it, it used to say, for more information, go to abcnews.com. Everybody did. They start emailing, calling. $5 million of orders came in. And the stock, because it's a publicly traded company, went from $1 to $20 overnight, just on sheer speculation about what was going to happen in people's bodies. But you know what? There was no infrastructure. There was no sales team. Nobody was there to pick up the phone and take the orders. They ran out of product. The stock fell. It almost got taken off the registry. But the good thing that happened, this was pretty amazing, is that all these other researchers and scientists from around the country ended up hearing about Protandim from Harvard, Virginia Commonwealth, Louisiana State, Colorado, Michigan, Vanderbilt, Ohio. They called up Dr. McCord and they're like, if we can get our hands on your product, we want to start initiating and funding our own studies on this. When does that happen? Usually when companies are bringing their product to market, they're like funding their own studies. They're doing their own research. We now know, Lifevantage, our company, knows of 50 independent research institutions that are studying our product. That's such a crazy part of this story. And over 26 of them are already finished. And the findings have been submitted to the National Institute of Health, where researchers and scientists there try to shoot holes on it. They try to like disprove the research. And when they can't disprove it, they publish it as peer reviewed. That's the highest form of validity in a study. And this has happened over and over and over again. So when you go to pubmed.gov, if you're a science geek and you like to see it yourself, type in the search bar Protandim and you'll see the research. It's amazing. There's studies that are done on scar tissue going away in the body, specifically in the veins, on coronary artery disease that Ohio State and Virginia Commonwealth did, to the point where even the American Heart Association, that's never endorsed a supplement before, was so blown away by this research that they published a huge article endorsing Protandim that went out to all the American Heart Association members. The government got involved. The Department of Defense did a study. The Navy SEALs are using Protandim. The National Institute on Aging published one of the most recent studies saying Protandim was the only natural substance they could prove extends life. It was 7% in the male mice. I mean, there were studies that Louisiana State University did on skin cancer, where all these mice were exposed to carcinogens, and the ones that were nibbling on the Protandim versus the placebo didn't have the same incidence or spreading of that cancer. And that led Lifevantage, our company, into our second market, where we realized, wow, people want to fight free radicals and address aging, anti-aging on the outside too. So we are going to talk about that. So bottom line is we had great stories and studies in 2005, but we weren't set up to be an online marketing company. So the board of directors said, let's take Protandim and put it in retail stores. And it sat on the shelves of the GNCs and CVSs and vitamin stores, high-end apothecaries all across the country, but nobody knew what it was because there was no nutrigenomics shelf. This is a new space. Nutrition that activates your genes. We're talking about biohacking, taking control over our biology with nutrition. And there was like just the antioxidant shelf. That's where they put Protandim. But you know it's not an antioxidant, it's an activator. We're talking nutrigenomics. So nobody knew what it was. It only sold an average of a half a bottle per store per month. And this went on for 4 years. Lifevantage could not get the sales of Protandim over 3 million a year. So finally they called in, the board of directors called in this consultant, and the guy comes in, he looks at the news report, he looked at all the peer-reviewed research, and he's like, your hands are on a market disruptor. I mean, this is so big. A market disruptor, what do I mean by that? I mean, you've got this new technology, this new product or service that comes in, enters into a space, and it turns the whole industry upside down on their forehead. That's exactly what digital photography did to film cameras. Uber and Lyft has disrupted the whole taxi cab industry. Airbnb is disrupting the hospitality industry. And we are disrupting, with nutrigenomics, the supplement industry. And that's what this consultant saw. He was like, this is massive. He's like, if you want to get this out, you've got to tell this story. And you need to leverage the number one driver for any consumer making a decision. And that's word of mouth marketing. Think about it. I don't care what kind of business owner you are. You could be a doctor, you could own your own restaurant, you could be a real estate agent, a personal trainer. I don't care what you do. You're hoping and praying that your patients, your clients, your customers, your constituents are going to have an amazing experience with you. And then what are they going to do? Exactly what we all do when we love something or we believe in it. We tell someone else. We don't even have to be trained to do this. We do this naturally, right? And that's what this consultant said. He's like, leverage that word of mouth. Everyone has access to networks. And so over 10 years ago now, just over 10 years ago, we switched the platform of distribution to network marketing. He's like, you got to tell this story. And he said, you got to have a system for telling the story that the most successful entrepreneurs or business owners that have had no experience in business would feel comfortable using that system. So this is just one example. What we're doing right here is one example of how our system works. Probably someone called you and asked you to, if you were open to exploring a business opportunity. You said yes, and here, I'm the one sharing the information with you. So we work together as one big Lifevantage family, and in using this system, like we're showing you, and here's what's happened. Where we were stuck at 3 million in the stores, the first year we switched the platform of distribution and network marketing, we went to 11 million. The second year, 39 million. The third year, 126.2 million. And our company stock started trading on the NASDAQ. And now we're over 126. I mean, we're over 200 million, approaching $250 million. We're growing so fast. And still no one knows about this. It's like a big secret. So I want to explore some different components that you'd want to evaluate when you're looking at any business opportunity. The company itself is publicly traded, LFVN. I love that because you can see the good, the bad, the all over. In fact, with this whole quarantine thing we've gone through, we had a huge fall and we've already recovered. Our stock's doing great. And we've got the most experienced corporate team. We're being led by the CEO, Darren Jensen. This guy he's got a track record in the business. We don't have to guess if he knows what he's doing. He's been in it over 25 years and he's taken multiple companies from the millions and the billions. He's brought in the best of the best and he's got the connections all over the world. In fact, we're in over 26 different countries. We're not just in the US, we're a global company and we've got a mission that comes right from here. And that was really the thing that, well, there's so much that caught my attention when I was looking at this business, but honestly, this company really wants to help people be better. Like we're making one person at a time better. And in doing so, we're making the world a better place by activating our body and slowing that aging process down. And in terms of trends, we are smack dab in the middle of such emerging trends. Health and wellness, anti-aging, working from home. I mean, do you know how many people want to create multiple streams of income in their life right now? And they want to be able to do it from their houses. We didn't see ourselves in this position, but you know, even before we were in quarantine, I got to tell you, there's a lot of people that were really looking to not put all their eggs in one basket. And there's a trend towards traditional brick and mortar businesses wanting to lower the cost of doing business because it's very, very expensive. So we've got a way that we can offer a possible solution. And lots of people are looking. Let's talk products for a second because we have gone into 6 different product categories. We're not just a Protandim company. And our products they're all based on science. I love that because I've never seen supplements or products like that are based on science without just a lot of anecdotal stories. I love that. And we have the advantage of being first to market, just like Band-Aid or Kleenex was, right? If you're going to sneeze, you don't ask for a puff, like, oh, can I have a puff? No, because Kleenex was first to the market. We're Protandim, we're first to the market. And I got to tell you, every pharmaceutical company has their hands in this. Like the first NRF2 symposium, they were all there. And our chief science officer was a keynote speaker at that event. And I got to tell you, even big companies like Biogen have FDA approved NRF2 activators, but they're synthetic and they're very expensive, like $50,000 a year to take, and insurance doesn't cover it. And of course, you got to have a prescription to get access to those drugs. We're not a drug, right? So it's like 60% of people taking that Tacfidera, that Biogen product, are having side effects. But the big kicker to me was when Biogen did their efficacy test to get their FDA approval, they compared it to Protandim, and Protandim as publicly traded, right? So they outperformed that $50,000 a year drug. And we've got about 7 US patents and multiple international patents on Protandim. I hope you're getting how significant this is. It's huge. Now, all of our products are consumable, and that's really important too, because when you're dealing with great products and you don't have consumable products, it drives you to have to be in sales. Like, everyone, I think, values really good, clean water, but do you need a new water filter every month? Probably not. When you're talking nutrigenomics, you're talking lots of people that want to keep that oxidative stress down month after month after month, and we get paid month after month after month. So that's a really big deal. It means that we don't have to go out and get people, right? I mean, in a lot of network marketing companies, there's great products, but there's that pressure to have to sell, and we don't, at least I don't have to feel that. It's a very organic process. So I want to tell you about our different product categories, and like I didn't tell you, but I had some slides for you that we're not going to be able to see. So I'm going to do old school on you and go through our different products with you. But we've got the regular Protandim, the Nerf 2. I've talked so much about it already. I love the way it's priced. I love that it's protected, and it's made up of plants. It's 5 plants. That's it. It's like a salad in a pill, but it's about that specific ratio, the ingredients. We're so used to taking a look at a supplement and going, what's in there? And then we want to know, like, okay, turmeric, that's anti-inflammatory. Milk thistle, that's great for cleansing the liver. And ashwagandha, bacopa, and green tea, knowing what those things are. But it's not about that. It's about the combination, the synergy that caused the activation, that caused those other things to happen. So this is a whole different category, nutrigenomics. Okay, so this was the first one. I'm going to ask you guys a question. Do you believe that our bodies go towards a state of healing on their own? Like, if you get a cut yourself, do you have to do anything for a scab to show up? No, right? It's gonna happen. But if we're under attack and we've got free radicals attacking us, our body isn't going to be able to function the same. So what we can legally claim is that activating your body, your Nerf 2 with Protandim, is going to reduce that oxidative stress, that load on your cells. So it's like your body is just more empowered to do what it's supposed to do. Every cell of your body has a divine purpose. Your respiratory system, your immune system, your circulatory system, like every part of your body. So your body's not a magic pill. I just want you to know that. We're not saying it cures or heals or treats anything. Our bodies are magic bodies, right? Now, if you wanted to get a job done, but you were exhausted, chances are you're going to have a hard time doing it, right? Well, the second Protandim that Lifevantage came out with addresses that. It's all about the mitochondria. That's the powerhouse inside the cell. And we found a way to activate a different pathway called NRF1. And when you activate, you flip the switch on the NRF1 pathway, it increases the numbers of mitochondria in your cell. It enhances the communication and repairs the ones that's already there. So it's very significant. So the inside of your cell has the energy to do, more energy to do what it's supposed to do. And the two of them work together. Now, we also introduced a third Protandim most recently that increases sirtuins. we get a lot of waste in our cells from all the work that they're doing, right? And the sirtuins help to get out that waste. And here's the thing, we know there's a lot of health benefits around having sirtuins, more sirtuins in the body. And it's the third way that we're addressing aging. And a lot of people are addressing aging this way. And the way that, and one thing we know is when we see these sirtuins, there's this molecule called NAD that's present. A lot of people have kind of turned on to this NAD thing, and they're taking NAD supplements. Well, we found a way through nutrition to activate the NAD, because most people are addressing getting more sirtuin activity in the body through dramatic caloric reduction, fasting. That doesn't sound fun, especially if you're stuck in your house, right? So we found a way to activate NAD without having to do the fasting. And something really cool happened. So we had these first two Protandim, and then we introduced the NAD. When we introduced the Protandim NAD to the NRF1 and NRF2, it made these first two Protandim more efficacious, over 100%. So now we realize there's a synergy happening between all three, and we've started packaging them together in this little packet. It's called a tri-synergizer. I love it. It's amazing. So that's probably like one of the most popular ways that people start to use the products. And we know that Protandem's fat soluble, so we have an incredible omega. This we can trace from the boat to the bottle. If you take omegas, I'm telling you, if you open it up and it smells fishy, it's rancid. You don't want to take that anymore. Ours is so pure, and we add vitamin D to it. So it's enhancing it's just amazing for the cellular wall. And it tastes great. Do you know I literally chomp down and suck out the oil, and I eat these like candy. It's crazy. We also are, let's see, what else? I was going to my slides, you guys. Okay, I told you about the LSU studies. We found a way to bring Protandim and the NRF2 ingredients onto the skin with a skincare. It's called True Science Regimen. We've got a cleanser, a toner, an eye serum, and an anti-aging cream for all over. And then we brought it up into the scalp. Now we have a shampoo, a conditioner, and a scalp serum. I want you guys to know that whatever you put on your skin, it's the largest organ. It's going to go through your body. Your body's going to filter it. And you need to be aware that there's a lot of toxins in our environment. There's an app called Think Dirty, and you can plug in health and beauty products in it and get a toxicity rating on your products. I was kind of very surprised when I downloaded this app. But our products, I'm proud to say, are all in the green zone, all zeros, ones, and twos. Like, we have clean products that really work. In fact, close to 90% of the people that were in our studies on the skincare regimen, after only 4 weeks, could say they could just look in the mirror and visibly see that they looked younger. So it's exciting. I don't know many people that want to speed up the cellular aging process on their skin. Like, they want to slow it down. True Science is proven to do that. Now, we also know that so much of our immune system and our overall health, our mood, our everything, our absorption, everything that's going on results from having a very healthy gut. So we are going after that in a unique way. We've got a probiotic, which so many people have probiotics. Ours is unique because we know that the immune system a lot of it's located in the gut. So we've taken a Wellmune, a patented product, Wellmune, that boosts your immune system, coupled it with good bacteria, and then we put triple coating of something called BioTrack around it that protects that good bacteria. Now, why is that important? Because most probiotics on the market, when you swallow it, it gets killed off by the stomach acid. So this allows that good bacteria to survive the stomach acid, and then it's time release all the way down to the intestines, into the lower intestines. And we've got a prebiotic, this delicious flavored prebiotic, a powder that is like nourishment. It's like fertilizer for that probiotic, so they can have a heyday and you get like a beautiful garden of good bacteria throughout your intestines. Okay, now people were giving Protandim to their dogs. Remember I talked about all mammals? We love our pets. We'll take our pets to the vet before we take ourselves to the doctor. In fact, we did the research with canines and we developed a pet treat that I don't eat, but dogs love it. They'll even eat through the bottle. It's incredible, and it activates their NRF2. Double-blind placebo, studies. You can tell. In fact, if you go to YouTube and you type in Protandim dogs or pro tandem horses, you're going to see like some great videos. It blew me away when I started looking at them. Okay, now we also activate the brain. We have executive functioning brain food. We have it encaffeinated and decaffeinated. It's called Axio. They come in these packages and 30 in each one. We've got, like I said, caffeinated, tastes amazing, sweetened with stevia. And what we could see in our research studies is that people that are drinking Axio, activating their brain, they are more focused, they feel happier, like an enhanced mood, and their cognitive function increases. And it's cumulative over time. So the longer you keep drinking it, your cognition increases. It continues to be enhanced. So it's very, very exciting. And then we also are addressing weight with a weight management system that's really healthy as well. So we've got the gut part of it. And then we also have a citrus-based fat burner that targets the visceral fat, the dangerous fat around the organs and around the middle of your body specifically. Lots of people lose inches with this fat burner. That's kind of fun. And we have a whey-based protein that tastes good. And it's a great way to build lean body mass and curb your appetite. So I know that was very fast, but I did get a chance to go through everything with you in terms of our products. I want to go back to talking about a few other components before we wrap this up. The first is really timing, because you can have the most amazing products in the world, but if you're like late to the ball game, forget it, right? There was a day when typewriters and beepers were incredible business opportunities, but not today. They're like yesterday's news. There was a time when you didn't know about Facebook. I will say this, every product that's being pioneered or innovated that's coming to market, people start to talk about it. It takes some time until you get to that point that we call the critical mass point, the point of popularization where everyone's talking about it. Today, you just see a little F in a blue square and you know that's Facebook, right? You think about Apple computers. I'm looking at you through one, okay? That's why I'm thinking about it. There was a time when none of us knew about Apple computers, when Steve Jobs was in the garage. When would you have wanted to invest in Apple computers? When he was in the garage or today? Lifevantage is in the garage. We are early to the ball game. We have over 80% of our volume in our company is coming from customers, and we love customers. But what we know is that when we have more business partners who are customers, they're going to have that experience and they're going to help us expand the network with other customers and business partners. So we're really believing that the largest distributor leaders in our company are not even here yet. There's so many places around the world that nobody knows about Pro Tandem yet. So we're still very early to the ball game, and I want to tell you about how we make money, because we all work together in this business. We're one big Lifevantage family. So 3 of the ways that we make money are more linear, and 3 of the ways are more leveraged. And what I mean by that is most of us make money trading dollars, like hours for dollars, or clients for dollars, or patients for dollars. Well, in Lifevantage, every time as a business owner that we expand the network personally with new customers or business partners, Lifevantage pays us weekly, and once you get to, they pay us 40% commission. That comes weekly. And once you get your business to 5,000, where people are buying the product and you have 5,000 of it going through in a calendar month, we get daily pay now, which is so exciting, because I know there's a lot of people out there that were just wanting to make a little bit of extra money a month. They're going out, they're driving Uber, they were doing a few drives to make some money. Well, that might be you. Maybe you just want to share a few ABC news clips or tools and then connect with someone on our team and expand the network and trade sharing for dollars, right? I mean, there's just a way that you can plug into this very simple system that's already proven. Everything's laid out, and your amazing team is going to be there to help you. In fact, we earn while we learn. You don't have to go do this yourself. We have a whole system. So I want you to know you're not going to be by yourself. If you can do 2 things, invite someone to take a look at either a breakthrough technology or a business opportunity, connect them to a tool, kind of like that news report or one that your team uses, and then your team, that's all we do. And we're never looking to get people. We're never looking to try to convince people. That's not who Lifevantage is. We're a biotech company. This is a real business. This is a business that literally Wall Street, NASDAQ just asked us to ring the closing bell. during Wellness Week here in 2020. Aaron Brockovich just joined our board of directors. That says a lot. We are a real business. We're just looking for the ones that see this like we do. And as product continues to get purchased in your network, you make money over and over and over again every time the product gets purchased, an average of 5% down 9 levels deep. So as you share with business partners who want to also help expand the network, they do the same thing. And for me, I can just tell you, like 5 that I worked with shared with some. So let's just say 5 share with 5, that's 25. 25 share with 5, that's 125. 125 share with 5, that's over 600. And the network continues to grow. For me, it's over 45,000 people in my network in 7.5 years. Now, I'm not telling you could do what I did, because I worked hard and this is work, but I will say it was very simple. The hardest part was like what's up in the head. Okay, it's just the fears of success and failure and those kinds of things that get in the way, the worthiness that a lot of us have. But the truth is, we've got our hands on something really big. And we partner up with people and are incentivized to help you, like our business partners, to be successful. We make 10% match on the checks of anyone that we bring into the business. So we're financially vested in helping you to be successful. And we make 5% of the checks 4 more levels below the people that we bring in. Also, once we build our business to 100,000 in volume, and that's infinitely deep, anyone in our network, infinitely deep, it all rolls up to us. It helps us increase in rank, and we start tapping into global profit shares. Now, I'm going to see if I can share my screen with you to show you the real money real quick before we wrap this up. Oh my goodness.
Universities
Oh my
began
goodness. Hold
studying
on. Wait a minute.
Protandem NRF2. They went on to publish their peer-reviewed research, and the understanding that this product activated our genes.
You guys, you have to know that I am not super technical, and I'm still building a network with Lifevantage. Here we go. Okay. So, and I can't see you because this is a webinar, so I have no idea if you're laughing at me right now. Okay, we're a publicly traded company, and we're trading, like I said, on the NASDAQ. We have to make our earnings public. And if you see, this is our average earnings disclosure statement. This is the real income. Here you'll see the total amount of commission dollars annually that Lifevantage is paying out to their distributors. And there are over 10 different distributor ranks, as you can see. And I told you, you move up in rank based on the total amount of product that's being purchased in your network. Even at this Pro 3 level here, like an extra $600 a month, if you had 5,000 moving through your business in a calendar month, that's like our foundational rank. That's significant. For some people, that could be a fancy car payment. It could be gas and groceries. It could be a lot of things that you might want, okay? And then you get into a more significant income, and it's not traditional business. I will say most of us, over 80% of us, are building this business part-time in the nooks and crannies of our life, but we're leveraging the team and we're leveraging this whole system, right? So for me, I'm at this Pro 9 level. I want to tell you just a little bit about my story. I never thought I would have to worry about money. My background was corporate America. I helped launch the cell phone industry. I love what I did. I worked like 80 hours a week. What I didn't love is I didn't love having to go and ask off for vacation. I didn't love having to leave my beach chair to come back to work. And when I married a guy who was an amazing provider, I didn't have to. I started my own business, and things were really going well until my husband and I had an unexpected financial loss. It came out of nowhere. And I went from never thinking I'd have to worry, like at all, about money, to just trying to figure out how we were going to put food on the table and how we would keep our kids in private school, and like how we would send them to college without student loans, all these things that I never thought were going to be an issue. And Lifevantage came across my plate, and I just saw everything. Maybe you're seeing it. I saw the science. I saw the amazing executive team that was so authentic and so grounded in heart, and this community. I felt like I found my brothers and my sisters, that everybody was, really looking to help everybody. It wasn't like, oh, you're not on my team or you're not on that team. Everybody embraced everybody. And we were all just like looking to make the world a better place. Did you ever want to be a part of something bigger than you and make a difference? I mean, that's what attracted me here. And I jumped in and I just made a list of people that I knew, that I loved and I cared about and respected, and called them up and said, I stumbled across an amazing business opportunity. I was in the process of launching my business and lining up partners to build it. What thought of them and wondered if they'd be open to taking a look. That's pretty much it. And then, like I said, we're not trying to lasso anyone or even you here tonight, right? We're looking for the ones that see this like we do. And there's no guarantee that you could do exactly what I did, but I just plugged into the system. That's what I did. I didn't have my own agenda. I was like, teach me what you've done, to the other people that I'm working with that were very successful and didn't get attached. I just knew what we have our hands on is really real. And I looked for the ones that saw it like I did. So I want to wrap it up and say you're falling at this point into one of three categories. Category one is, this sounds intriguing, I want to do some more research. Well, you can do that. You can go to Google, but you're going to find that anybody can put anything on Google. In fact, they do. You're going to see bloggers and advertisers that do keyword search optimization. I recommend that instead of Google, because these bloggers, they want you to click on their links, because every time you do, because they do the keyword search thing, every time you do, you raise their Google ranking and they get paid per click. So they want to make you a little skeptical and do whatever they have to do, because they make thousands of dollars a day from you clicking. I recommend, this is a big tip for researching anything online, to use Google Scholar or scholar.google.com, and it filters out the bloggers and advertisers and gets you right to the facts. That's what I recommend. And then of course, category two would be, I'm interested in taking these products. Great news. You can purchase the product as a preferred customer at the same exact price as a distributor. I love that about Lifevantage, that you don't have to be a distributor to get a discount. You can get the same price right off the bat, and it's completely flexible. You can change what you can get. You can cancel at any time. But I will say this, you do not feel your oxidative stress come up or down. So I do recommend that you activate your body for a minimum of 90 days, and preferably 1 month for every decade that you've been alive, because it continues to come down over time. And your life experience will be, you'll be having an experience, especially if you're taking this Protandim NAD, and drinking this Axio. That's something you're going to feel for sure. You want to keep using it over and over. And here's category three. Category three is, I'm interested in the business. What would I do to get involved in the business? Well, it's really nice because Lifevantage has made it simple for us. We purchase a distributor kit and a product package. And as we pick one of three product packages, and we invest in Lifevantage, and then Lifevantage invests in us. So you just want to think about, do you want to go all in or not? Are you able to go all in? That's what I did. I started with every product. It's the Platinum pack, because I wanted to have that personal experience with everything. I wanted to put True Science in my hair, and I wanted to put it on my face, and I wanted everything. So when you start with Platinum, you get every flavor of Axio, enough to use, enough to sample, enough for you and some family members to be activated on the products. And here's something else. As you start to expand your business and offer the opportunity to other people, they're usually going to ask you, how did you get started? And I knew that I was going to talk about the things that I believed in. So when they asked me, I said, oh, I went all in. I started with the highest pack. I started with Platinum. And they were like, well, that's what I want to do. And then every time I grew, I was growing at that level. So if you can do it, do it. Plus, the company has an app. It's amazing. Lifevantage handles so much for us. As a business owner, if you've ever been an entrepreneur, it can be very expensive and time consuming. Lifevantage does all the raw materials procurement. They handle the legal, they handle the marketing, they make videos for us, they update our website. All of those costs are front loaded. Our back office that runs our whole business, we don't pay for that over and over. It's all front loaded, and they take care of it. All we're doing is expanding the network and retaining it with new customers and business partners, right? So we have what's called a lead rotation list for those people who find Lifevantage that didn't have a distributor. And if you purchase a Platinum Pack and you download the app, because we want to make this business as easy to build as driving Uber. Like that's our goal here. But you download the app and use the app, you go on a lead rotation so you can have free customers and business partners that are assigned to you. Now we also have a gold pack, which is $650. Doesn't give you all the product, but it's a good amount of product, and both Platinum and Gold come with a tickets to learn from the top mentors in our company to a big event. And we also have Silver. Silver's $350, doesn't give you a lot of product, but if you're saying to yourself, I want these products in my body, and I'm thinking I'm gonna share these with people and I wanna earn commission for doing it, then Silver is a great place to start, and you can always upgrade down the road. So I want to wrap this up. I want to say that I really enjoyed sharing this opportunity with you this evening. I wish that I could meet every one of you live, or if you're listening to the rebroadcast down the road, that I will get to meet you and see you in person one day. And I don't know whether this is going to be for you, but you came to look at this tonight because maybe you wanted choices that you don't have in your life, or maybe, I don't know, you just want to have options. Maybe you want to manifest things that you haven't yet manifested. You had dreams that you kind of maybe pushed to the side. Maybe, just maybe, this is the platform. Maybe, just maybe, Lifevantage is the family that you haven't had before. And if so, I can't wait to work with you, lock arms with you, celebrate your journey with you, and meet the amazing people that you're going to turn on to this incredible opportunity in these breakthrough products. So thanks again, everybody, for being here. Blessings to you all. Be well. Marci Steiner signing off.